with before we get started is first, yes, be present, okay? Is what I'm going to share with you can truly be powerful and can truly change your life if you choose to. And it is a choice, and you'll see that by the end here. But so be present with me. We all kind of come in with our own things going on in life, things that are weighing us down, things that we don't necessarily let other people know about. We like to carry this great facade around that we're doing awesome and amazing and everything, and the rest of our life is great. So, number one, just know that you're not alone. Everybody else has their problems and issues just like you, okay? And number two, I'll give you permission to just put that to the side for the next 10 minutes so that you can be present, you can be engaged, and hopefully you can truly learn something here today that will truly change your life, okay? And then the last thing is be willing to be open. Everybody has their own worldview of how they look at things, how they accept things, how they hear things. So just be open to new possibilities and maybe to a new perspective that you wouldn't have necessarily known or had before you came in here today, okay? So what I want to talk to you about today is a question that truly changed my life, and is something that I spent thousands and thousands of dollars on just to really kind of figure out. And so I'm going to give this to you for free today. Well, for $39.99, right? Because that's what we pay to be in this group. So, but I don't see it.
The whole month.
I don't see it. So, and that comes in the form of the question of who do I have to become? Pretty simple, but yet very powerful question. You might be wondering why I'm dressed like this today. Is because this was the uniform that I had to wear when I signed up for an event called Kokoro that I told you guys about back in September that I went and did out in California. And so for you guys that don't know, Kokoro is a 50-plus hour event led by Navy SEALs, retired active duty Navy SEALs. And if you've never met a Navy SEAL, you know one when you're in the presence of one. Like it's, you just know. Like they just carry a different presence about them and a quiet confidence that is pretty, can be intimidating, but pretty amazing at the same time. So we were led by these retired and active duty Navy SEALs throughout this event for 50-plus hours. One of the most physically challenging events that I've had. I didn't have a massage, I didn't get a nap. It was 50-plus hours of straight physical, emotional, and mental feats and it was challenging, to say the least. And so when I signed up in March of last year, I asked myself this question: who do I have to become to be able to finish an event like this? And so the first thing that I really truly had to do was to get clear on my current reality. And I had to tell the truth. I talk about telling the truth a lot. And in my mind at that time, I was the college football 220-pound stud in the best shape of his life. In reality, I looked in the mirror and looked at photos of myself. I was 275 pounds and I was extremely out of shape and overweight. And so I had to be real with myself for once, quit lying to myself that I was this 20-year-old football player still at the age of almost 40, and realize that, hey, I'm not. I'm 275 pounds, and I'm nowhere near where I need to be in order to actually finish something like Kokoro. And so it starts there to get clear on what my current reality is. There's standards to do Kokoro. And within the first 12 hours, you have to be able to do 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, 50 air squats, 50 push-ups, sit-ups, air squats, 10 strict dead hang pull-ups, run a mile dressed like this in under 10 minutes, under 9.5 minutes. And my current reality was I could do about 30 to 35 push-ups and sit-ups. Air squats I was probably okay. And then after doing all that, I could probably run a mile just like this in about 10 minutes. Okay, so I was nowhere near where I needed to be to just meet the standards so that I could continue and see if I had what it really took to finish Kokoro. You also had to do this CrossFit workout called Murph, which was run a mile, do 100 strict pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, and then go do another mile run in under 70 minutes. And let's just say that I was nowhere near even being close to having the strength to do the pull-ups or the conditioning to finish that event in under 70 minutes. And so from that current reality, I was able to start to build who I needed to become to actually complete this 6 months down the road. And I determined that I needed to lose about 45 pounds. I needed to be able to run a mile in a fatigue state in under 7 minutes. I knew I wanted or should be able to run a half marathon in my training leading up to this, so that I would have the capacity that it would take to actually finish this event. I knew that I would have to do, if the minimum standard is 50 sit-ups, push-ups, and air squats, I should be able to do at least 60, again, in a fatigue state. Because when we did take this test, they didn't just say, all right, hey, let's go, you guys are nice and fresh, let's go take this test. No, they had us doing push-ups and sit-ups and sitting in a plank position for about an hour and a half before that. So I created who I had to become by getting crystal clear on number one, where I was at, and truthful for where I was at, and who I had to become to actually complete it. And then I had to back it up by what I call your holy cause. My reason why, my deep, strong belief of why am I doing this? Why in the world would I want to sign up for something like this that's going to drive me in the days when I don't want to do the work? Because I knew that there were going to be days when I didn't want to train, or I didn't want to stick to my nutrition plan even though I knew I needed to lose 45 pounds. Why am I doing this? What reason is so big and so deep-rooted in myself that it's going to remind me that I need to train on those days that I don't want to? That I need to stick to my nutrition plan when I want to have a piece of pizza? That is going to push me through hour 36 when I want to quit and tell myself that it's okay, I've done enough, just go home, don't feel bad. But yet, knowing that I'm here for a reason, a holy cause that pushes me through those moments. And for each and every one of you, it might not be Kokoro, but in each and every area of our life, there's got to be a reason why you're going to push through those questions, those doubts and stories in your head that you're going to have, no matter what you do, because we all have them. And so you have to figure out what is that reason, what is that holy cause that is truly strong enough and deep-rooted enough for you to actually act in spite of those thoughts, those fears, those thoughts in your mind. And then back it up by commitment. I can be committed and take action in what I call level 10 commitment, not level 1 commitment. Again, level 1 commitment means I work out when I want to, I eat the right way when I want to, and I don't when I don't want to. Level 10 commitment means that I do what I said I was going to do when I said I was going to do it. It means that I do push through at hour 36. And the waves are crashing down on my face in the middle of the night, and the ocean is cold and freezing. And I know damn well I could be doing something. I could be sleeping, I could be in my bed, I could be hanging out with my kids. Like, there's a lot of other things I could be doing in those moments. But I'm committed because I said that I would do what I said I would, and what I set out to do in March when I signed up for this event. By being committed. You either are committed or you're not. If you're a level 1, I would say that you're really a level 10 at staying where you currently are in your current reality, right? You're committed, you're just not committed to what you said you were, right? So if we truly want to see some change and do some things that we've been telling ourselves that we wanted to do for a long time, but we just never found out a way to do it, it's because we're committed to comfort and complacency, and not to truly what we think would be fun to do or think would be fun to accomplish someday. So that's what commitment is all about. And then the other thing is to be present. Oftentimes we get caught up in the past. We let the past kind of paralyze us, our past experiences, talk about our worldview is kind of built upon all the things that have happened to us in the past or that we've experienced in the past. accountability stories in our head of what we're truly capable of, or what we truly can make a reality in our life. Because we get too caught up in the past, or we get too caught up in the future. Again, if I'm thinking in hour 12 of Kokoro that, holy cows, I have 30 more hours to go before I'm done, you start to let that come in, and that fear starts to build in your head, like, I can't do this for 30 more hours, and you start to get caught up in the future and what's going to happen. You're going to quit. You're going to choose comfort. You're going to choose complacency. You're going to choose that warm shower at the hotel room and the fresh set of sheets that is waiting for you, instead of knowing that you're going to spend the night in the ocean and the next night on a mountain with a 40-pound rock and carrying someone else's pack and trying to get them to stick with you and continue on and carrying people down the mountain on a stretcher. So you need to stay present, stay in the moment, stay in the next step, in the next breath. In the next breath. Be present with the person right next to you, just at the task at hand. And don't worry about what happened in the past, because that doesn't define us. Don't worry about the future. Just worry about now. Live now. Don't let something that has never happened yet and that might not ever happen stop you from doing what you want to do now by being present. And so that's exactly what I did throughout this entire event. There were 50 of us that signed up and paid $2,000 just for the opportunity to be led by these Navy SEALs. 28 of us showed up. 28 of us had the courage to actually show up and see if we had what it took to complete this crazy event called Kokoro. 9 of us answered the bell and were able to complete and finish Kokoro. And this picture that you see here of that guy right there on the right was one of the 9, Kurt Delagianis. And he asked himself the same question before he started. Who do I have to become? And as they told us that we had secured Kokoro and that we had finished, it was a moment that I dreamed of and thought of for 6 months leading up to this, and who I made myself to become to get to this point where we actually made it through it. Not sure if I had what it took, just like Kurt was there, not sure if he had what it took. And as I'm hugging Mark Devine, the founder and a 20-year retired Navy SEAL, I see Kurt fall to the ground at the very end. And in that moment, that woman right there, the mother of those 2 beautiful children, lost a husband and a friend. And those 2 kids lost a father. A man that did what he said he was going to do and became who he said he was going to become. And those kids will never truly know their father. And so we have 2 choices. We can sit and we can think of and listen to the stories in our head and ask ourselves a question. Who do I think I am to think that I could truly do something like this? And then don't do it. You just choose to stay where I'm at. That's choice number 1, and that's a choice that a lot of people live and choose on a daily basis, and never truly know their real capability and their real capacity. Or you could be someone like Kurt, and you could ask yourself every single day, who do I have to become to do whatever it is that you want to do in life? And so, even though if I had the choice and I had the ability to go back to that time and change the event and somehow save Kurt so that he could still be here today and so that he could still be the husband and the father that he was, I would, but we know that that's not going to happen. So I choose to take that lesson as a gift and an opportunity to know, number one, that life, there are no guarantees. And that it's a very frail life. There's no guarantees. We don't know what's going to happen, when our time's going to be up. And so I choose to live and wake up every day and ask myself, who do I have to become? Not who do I think I am to think that I can become that person, but I choose on a daily basis to think and ask myself and believe in who it is that I have to become today, to become the person that I want to be. And so I challenge you guys. This simple question truly can change your life if you choose to. By just asking that simple question, by honoring people like Kurt that did the same thing, that lived his life that way. And ask yourself each and every day, who